200. Following statement is not true. A. Theory of human needs advocates that human behavior is motivated by needs. B. There is a hierarchy of needs. People satisfy the most pressing need first. C. The need that comes first lies at top of pyramid and pyramid of need hierarchy. D. Lower level needs are experienced first. The correct answer is C. The need that comes first lie at the top of pyramid of need hierarchy, which is not true. 201. Abraham Maslow divided human needs into groups. 5 groups. 202. And needs are labeled lower level needs. A. Physiological and safety needs are labeled lower level needs. 203. Needs are labeled higher level needs. A. Social need. B. Esteem and ego need. C. Self-actualization needs. D. All of above. The correct answer is D. All of above. Social needs, esteem and ego needs, self-actualization needs are the needs which are labeled as higher level needs. 204. Which of the following statement is true? A. Lower order needs should be satisfied first before higher order needs according to Maslow theory. B. Unfulfilled needs influence human behavior in organization. C. Satisfied needs lead to motivate employee. D. This theory was developed in 1940 to 1950s in USA. The correct answer is C, which is not true. That is, satisfied needs lead to motivate employee. This is false. 205. Which of the following statement is not true? A. Maslow classified human needs into 5 different categories. B. Physiological, safety, social, ego and self-actualization are 5 categories of human need. C. As the lower level needs are satisfied, they no longer motivate people and higher level needs become dominant. D. Higher order needs dominate lower level needs. The correct answer is D, which is not true, and that is higher order need dominate lower level need. 206. Match the following. Physiological needs, food, water, shelter. Safety needs, job security, property security. Social needs, friendship, love, affection. Ego esteem need, respect, status, recognition. Self-actualization need, creativity, self-development. 207. Maslow's hierarchy of need is physiological, social, safety, ego, actualization. First, physiological. Second, social. 3, safety. 4, ego. 5, self-actualization. So say. So say. Fiso. So say. Physiological, social. Physiological, social. Fiso. Safety, ego, self-actualization. Say. Fiso. So say. 208. Match the following. Physiological needs. Physiological needs. 1 could D. Salary. Physiological needs, salary. Safety needs, pension plan, health insurance. Social needs, informal groups, employee clubs. 4, esteem needs, position, title, luxury cars. Self-actualization, challenging jobs, participative decision making. 209. The basic premises of Maslow's theories are: A. Man is a wanting being. B. Satisfied need do not motive. C. Need have a hierarchy. D. All of above. The correct answer is D. All of above. 210. Theory X and Theory Y was proposed by in Douglas McGregor in 1960. Theory X and Y. Theory X and Theory Y was proposed by Douglas McGregor in 1960. Douglas McGregor was a American social psychologist. Douglas McGregor was American social psychologist. 2012. The book Human Side of Enterprise is written by Douglas McGregor in 1960. The Human Side of Enterprise was written by Douglas McGregor 1960. 2013. McGregor's maintained that there are fundamental approaches of managing people. 2. 2014. Theory X is management style, that is authoritarian management style. 2015. Theory X assumption about people except A. Most people dislike work and will avoid it when they can. Most people dislike work and will avoid it when they can. B. Most people must be forced with the threat of punishment to work. C. Employee view work is a natural activity like play and rest. D. Most people prefer to be directed. Theory X assumption about people except C. People view work is natural activity like play and rest. Theory Y is management style, participative management style. Theory X is authoritarian, theory Y is participative. 2017. Theory Y assumption about people except A. People are capable of self-direction, self-control if they are committed to objectives. B. The average person can learn both accept and seek responsibility. C. Employees also have capacity of creativity in solving problem. D. Employees seek security above all. They display little ambition and initiation. The exception is D, according to theory Y assumption. 2018. Which of the following statement is true? Theory Y, A. Theory Y is optimistic, dynamic, flexible. B. It emphasizes self-control and direction. C. It aims at integration of employee goals with organizational goals. D. It presents positive view of people. The correct answer is all of above, I guess. Two-factor theory of job motivation was developed by Frederick Herzberg. Two-factor theory, Frederick Herzberg. 2020. According to Herzberg, there are factors in a working environment of an organization. Answer is 2. There are 2 factors according to Herzberg in a working environment of organization. 2021. According to Herzberg, there are 2 factors, namely motivating factor and hygiene factor in working environment of an organization. 2 factors. Which are the 2 factors? 1. Motivating, 2. Hygiene. 2022. Are the job external factors that cause the high level of motivation and motive employee to greater productivity. The correct answer is motivating factor. 2023. Are the dissatisfiers that are external to job. These factors are necessary for workers to maintain a minimum level of satisfaction of work. That is hygiene factor. 2024. Is not example of motivating factor. Job security is not example of motivating factor. The example of motivating factors are achievement, responsibility, and recognition. 2025. The example of hygiene factors are accept A. Status, B. Working conditions, C. Possibility of growth, D. Salary. Example of hygiene factor are status, working condition, and salary. Possibility of growth is motivating factor. 2026. Contributor to behavioral theories are accept A. Chris Argyris, B. Francis Likert, C. Frederick Herzberg, D. Elton Mayo. Contributors of behavioral theories are accept Elton Mayo. 2027. Contribution of behavioral science theories. A. These theories emphasize understanding of human behavior at work. B. This theory have importance to non-financial rewards such as recognition and appreciation for worker productivity. C. They provide insights into motivation, group dynamics, and interpersonal processes. D. They provided insight into new area of management like job rotation, job enlargement, job enrichment, participation in conflict resolution and decision making. The correct answer is all of above. 2020. Limitation of behavioral science theories except A. They lack system perspective of organization. B. No consideration was given to situational factor in behavioral theories. C. Human behavior is complex and cannot be predicted, which limit the application of this theory. D. No consideration was given to human factor in this theory. The exception is no consideration was given to human factor in this theory. Limitation of behavioral science theories are they lack system perspective of organization. No consideration was given to situation factor in behavioral theories. Human behavior is complex and cannot be predicted, which limit the application of this theory. 2029. Management focus on applying mathematical models and processes to management situation. The correct answer is quantitative perspective. Quantitative perspective management focuses on applying mathematical models and processes to management situations. 230. Quantitative perspective of management consists of A. Decision theory, B. The management science theory, C. System theory, D. Contingency theory. The correct answer is C, A and B. Quantitative perspective of management consists of decision theory and the management science theory. 231. The decision theory of management was propounded by Herbert Simon. Decision theory of management was propounded by Herbert Simon. 2032. Whatever management does, he does through decision making is said by Peter Drucker. Whatever a manager does, he does through decision making. It is said by Peter Drucker. 2033. According to management is a decision making process. R.C. Davis. According to R.C. Davis, management is a decision making process. 2034. Which of the following statement is true? Management is making decision. B. Decision are heart of management. C. Management information system aid in decision making. D. Decision making is the control point in organization. E. Decision theory advocates that decisions should be rational. Correct answer is B. All of above. 2035. Which of the following statement is true? A. Rational decision making is subject to bounded rationality and satisfying rationality and satisfaction. B. Decision making theory doesn't take a total view of management. C. It is limited to economic rational. It ignores behavioral aspect of people. D. This theory advocates that top level management are decision makers. The correct answer is A, B and C. It means option D is wrong. That is, this theory advocates that top level management are decision makers. Rational decision making is subject to bounded rationality and satisfaction. Decision making theory doesn't take a total view of management. It is limited to economic rational. It ignores behavioral aspect of people. Okay. The correct answer is D, which is right. A, B, C options are wrong. The correct answer is D. And the correct answer, no, true answer is A, B, C. A, B, C are true and D is wrong. This theory advocates that top level management are decision makers. Rational decision making theory doesn't state that top level management are decision makers. Okay, now 236. Test theory applies quantitative technique to management. The answer is management science theory. 2037. Dash theory is also known as mathematical and operation management theory, management science theory. 2030. Techniques used in management science theory. A. Game theory. B. Queuing theory. C. Linear programming. D. All of above. The correct answer is D. All of above. Technique used in management science theory are game theory, queuing theory, linear programming theory. 2039. The dash is that approach which suggests the effective and efficient application of quantitative models through scientific equipment in making managerial decisions. Correct answer is management science theory. 240. Which of the following statement is false? A. Management science theory assumes the use of computer for application of qualitative models. B. It considers management as logical decision-making process. C. It also considers the factors that are presented in qualitative term. D. It makes planning and controlling effective, easier, quicker. False is C. It also considers the factors that are presented in qualitative term. 2041 quantitative techniques can be A. Operational research, B. POT, C. Model building, D. All of above. The correct answer is D. All of above. 2044 PERT stands for Program Evaluation Review and Technique. Program Evaluation Review and Technique. 2043 which of the following statement is false? A. Management science theory advocates that management should aim at optimizing performance and maximizing efficiency. B. It is widely used in production and operation management. C. It considers environmental factors. D. It cannot be a substitute for sound judgment and skills of manager. The false one is it considers environmental factors. 2044 integrative perspective of management consists of A. System theory, B. Behavioral theory, C. Contingency theory, D. Management science theory. Correct answer is A and C. System theory and contingency theory. Test theory views the organization as a unified whole composed of interacting and interrelated subsystems. The correct answer is system theory. Management science theory had its origin in military science. 2047 the concept of operational research developed during Second World War. 2048 the branch of management science except qualitative management. 2049 Dastastas is recognized as founder of general system theory. Beckett is recognized as founder of general system theory. 2050 a system is a set of units with interrelationship and its elements is defined by Setalanth. 2051 according to Dastastas a system is a collection of interacting subsystems and its elements. Beckett. Which of the following statement is true? A. System theory views organization as input-output system. B. Organization is considered in totality to see a big picture. C. It is one of the recent development in management theory. D. It operates within broader environment. Correct answer is all of above. 253. There are dash components in system theory of management. 5 components. 254. Components of system theory of management are input, transformation, output, feedback, environment. 255 dash is not feature of system theory. Goal directed, B soft system, C order system, D open and closed system. Order system is not feature of system theory. Goal directed, soft system, open or closed system are the features of system theory. 256 contribution of system theory except A. Holistic view is taken for problem solving. B. It is useful for studying complex organization. C. It provides action framework applicable to all types of organization. D. It recognizes the environmental influence. Correct answer is C, which is not true about system theory. 257 which of the following statement is true? A. System theory is complex and complex for practical application. B. The theory is too abstract. C. It recognizes the interrelation and interaction among subsystems of synergistic effects. D. It doesn't lay down principles and techniques of management. The correct answer is D, all of above. 258 contributors to system theory of management. Sorry. A. Kenneth Balding, Norbert Venus. B. Herbert Simon. C. Chester Bernard. D. All of above. The correct answer is all of above. 259 which of the following statement is false? All systems are composed of 3 basic elements: input, conversion, output. B. The system theory is unified view of management and looks at an organization in its totality. An organization is a static system. D. System theory describes features of organization and management. False statement is an organization is a static system. 260 dash means that whole is greater than sum of its part. The correct answer is synergy. 261 2 plus 2 equals to 5 in organization indicate synergy effect. 262 contingency theory recognizes the situational nature of management. B. It doesn't believe in universality of management. C. It states that managerial practice depends on situation. D. There is no one best way in the world of management. The correct answer is A. 263 The contingency theory was developed in 1960s. 264. Contingency theory of management was developed by A. Tom Bonds and James Stalker. B. Paul Lawrence. J. Lorsin. D. All of above. The correct answer is D. All of above. 265. Which of the following statement is false? A. Contingency theory assumes that the design of an organization and its subsystem must fit with the organization environment. B. It is an integrative approach. C. This theory is applicable for all types of managerial issue. D. This theory is complex. The false statement is this theory is applicable for all types of managerial issues. 266. Which of the following statement is true? A. Contingency theory states that each situation is unique and demands unique managerial action. B. It states that effective managerial behavior in one situation can be generalized to other situation. C. This theory is widely used in practice of management. D. It is reactive but not proactive. The false one is true. The true one is it states that effective managerial behavior in one situation can be generalized to other situation. I think this is false. This is false. This is false one. 267. Contribution of contingency theory. A. It encourages managers to innovate and develop new principles, models, and techniques to handle new and unique situations. It keeps manager on high alert that external situation may be new and unique. C. Contingency approaches are widely adopted in planning, organizing, leading, and motivating function of management. D. It widens freedom of operation of management. The correct answer is C. All of above. 268. Limitation of contingency theory. A. Fails to identify all important contingencies. B. Not applicable to all managerial issue. C. Area of operation of a manager are quite extensive. D. It lacks theoretical base. The correct answer is B. All of above. 269. Which of the following is emerging management concept? A. Workforce diversity. B. Outsourcing. C. Knowledge management. D. All of above. The correct answer is D. All of above. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Stephen Covey. Theory to Model. William Auchi. In Search of Excellence. Thomas Peters and Robert Waterman. Corporate Culture. Terence Dale. Liberation Management. Tom Peters. The Dilbert Principle. Scott Adam. The Fifth Discipline. Peter Singer. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Stephen Covey. Theory to Model. William Auchi. In Search of Excellence. Thomas Peter and Robert Waterman. Corporate Culture. Terence Dale. Liberation Management. Tom Peters. The Dilbert Principle. Scott Adam. The Fifth Discipline. Peter Singer. 270. Which of the following is the new concept of management? Contingency theory. 271. Emerging challenge for management except A. Globalization, technology, quality. B. Empowerment, workforce diversity, management of multiculturalism. C. Contingency, system management, decision making. D. Change management, learning organization. Emerging challenges for management are except C. Contingency, system theory, system management, decision making. Emerging challenges of management are globalization, technology, quality, empowerment, workforce diversity, management of multiculturalism, change management, learning organization. 272. Interpersonal roles of manager except disseminator role. Interpersonal role of managers except A. Figurehead role. B. Disseminator role. C. Leader role. D. Liaison role. Interpersonal role of managers are figurehead, leader role, liaison role, but its role is not disseminator role. 273. Information roles of manager except A. Monitoring role, disseminator role, C. Spokesperson role, D. Negotiator role. Information role of manager are monitoring, disseminator, and spokesperson role. Information role doesn't include negotiator role. 274. Decision of manager. A. Entrepreneur. B. Negotiator. C. Resource allocator. D. Disturbance handler. The correct answer is B. All of above. 275. Match the following. Figurehead role. deals with ceremonial and symbol activities. Large in role activities related to maintaining contacts with outside organization. Disseminator role transmission of information to those in the workplace. Disturbance handle role corrective action for unexpected disturbances. 276 technical skills except A. Computer skill, B. Accounting skill, C. Communication skill, D. Quality control skill. Correct answer is C. Communication skill. Technical skills include computer, accounting, and quality control skill. 277. Which of the following statement is false? A. Human skills are interpersonal skill. B. They are the ability to get along with people, get the job done through people. C. They may be bargaining, leading, motivating, conflict management. D. They are needed for supervision of subordinates. The correct answer is D, which is false. They are needed for supervision of subordinates. 278. Conceptual skills are except A. Mental ability to deal with complex situation. B. They are needed at all level of managers. C. They are needed to relate the organization to environmental factors. D. They may be time management skill, ability to organize information and judge relations, etc. Conceptual skill are except they are needed at all level of managers. 279. Planning is a dash function of management. Planning is primary function of management. 280. Planning is A. is an intellectual process which is concerned with deciding in advance what, when, how, and who shall do the work. B. is a process of arranging and allocating works, authority, resources among an organization members so that they can achieve organizational goals. C. is a choice between two or more alternatives. D. to the way in which urges, drives, desires, aspiration, striving, or need direct control or explain the behavior of human being. Planning is an intellectual process which is concerned with deciding in advance that how, when, how, and who shall do the work. 281. Which of the following statement is true? A. Planning is the process of setting goals and choosing the actions to achieve those goals. B. It serves as guide for allocating resources in coordinated way. C. Planning takes organization to where it wants to be. D. It probes targets which serves as a standard for controlling performance. Correct answer is B. All of above. 282. Dash bridge the strategy gap. Planning bridges the strategy gap. The correct answer is planning, which bridges the strategy gap. 283. Dash defines planning as planning is setting an organizational goal and decision how to achieve them. Ricky Griffin. Planning is setting an organizational goals and deciding how to achieve them is said by Ricky Griffin. 284. Dash defines planning as planning involves selecting mission and objectives and the action to achieve them. Coons and Verich. 284. Planning is deciding in advance about what to do, how to do, where to do, and who is to do it. It provides ends to be achieved. This is said by Stephen P. Robbins. 86. Dash argued that planning is deciding in advance what is to be done. Correct answer is C. Hyman. 287. Planning is that part of management which attempts to define the organization's future is said by Dalton F. McFarland. 288. Dash is a process of formulating goals, identify activities to be undertaken to attain these goals, choosing the means to attain the goals, and finally attaining the goals. That is planning. 289. Which of the following are features of planning? A. Goal-oriented, intellectual process, pervasive functions. B. Future-oriented, continuous, coordinated. C. Deals with uncertainty created by future environmental trends. D. All of above. Correct answer is all of above. 290. Which of the following statement is true? Planning is subsystem of overall management system of an organization. B. Planning subsystem includes input, process, output. C. All other management functions are based on planning. D. Planning is function of top level management. The statement which is false is planning is function of top level management. 291. Importance of planning in organization will include A. It reduces uncertainty. B. It helps manager to focus on goals. C. It facilitates efficient use of resources. D. All of above. The correct answer is D, all of above. 292. Importance of planning in organization except A. It facilitates better mobilization, allocation and coordination of resources. B. Planning sets standards for performance or for control. C. It helps grouping of activities to achieve goals. D. It helps organization to adapt to change. It helps grouping of activities to achieve goals is not importance of planning. Which is correct steps involved in planning? First, analyze opportunity. B is 2. Second, set goals. 3. Develop premises. 4. Determine and evaluate alternatives. 5. Select a course of action. 6. Prepare budget. 294. Goals should be A. Specific. B. Measurable. Acceptable. C. Realistic. Time bound. SMART. Smart. D. The correct answer is D, all of above. Smart. S. Specific, measurable, acceptable, realistic and time bound. 295. SMART stands for specific, measurable, acceptable, realistic, time bound. SWOT stands for strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. 297. Dash is a formal statement of future goals and action to achieve them. The answer is plan. C. Plan. 298. According to managerial hierarchy, plans can be classified into 3 types. On the basis of user plan, it can be of 2 types. On the basis of flexibility, plan can be classified into 2 types.